So of course the T-top Camaro has a leak. It always drips when it rains. Just trying to pinpoint exactly where. I'm sure it's the T-top seal, but I just wanted to make sure before I drop hundreds on that. It's right in between here. Trying to catch a drip, of course. Happened before. It's interesting. The water is somehow getting passed down here. Maybe it's not actually the T-top seal. Maybe it's the seal under here. Could it be getting in through here? I don't know. I guess it's possible. There's a little bit of a gap down here. If I push on the this edge molding, see the water squeezing out. I think it's actually getting between the glass and this edge molding. You can kind of see a little gap right there in the corner. I wonder if I could just stick some little sealant in there, and maybe that wouldn't do. Maybe that would do the trick. It's worth a shot. Be a hell of a lot easier than replacing all the T-top seals, and a hell of a lot cheaper too. I got this polyurethane sealant from Home Depot, meant for roof and flashing, but should work just fine on our T-top here. So I'm just going to run a thin bead all across this joint, because it just seems like this corner, the water is getting under there and dripping into the car. So we'll run a bead across there and we'll see what happens, and we'll probably find out soon, because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to rain today later on. This is how I do my bathtub and shower caulking. It just makes it easier to clean up. You don't have to worry about getting everything smeared all over the place. So after a few heavy rainstorms, we're looking pretty good in this spot up here, but there's still other leaks. I mean, it's a little damp under the back seat on this side, and it's a puddle on this side. So there's still more. I mean, not surprising. I just don't know where yet it's coming in from. So I'm gonna have to get out here when the rain's coming down, or you know, get the hose out or something and see what is next. The next thing I'm going to try to do is to adjust the T Tops down a little bit to try to push into the seal a little bit more, because I'm still getting tons of leaks when we get a moderate to heavy rainfall. So I'm going to take off these trim screws here and see if there's any way I can adjust these latching slots a little bit down to try to seal it up a little bit better. So of course, when I went to pull off the A-pillar trim, the little mounting clip cracked. I may have one of the, actually, yeah, both of them are cracked. I might have those. I'm gonna have to check. So there's a lot of adjustment, it looks like, in these slots, so let's see what I can do. Looks like it's a 5/16 size screw head. I'm thinking just a minor, obviously you can't pull it down too much, it's just not going to latch. I'm going to try to go in very small increments. You got it down a little bit from where it was. Again, probably less than 1/8 of an inch front and back. And the glass does fit. So on the passenger side, these screws are actually loose, which, you know, that's not good. And it's weird, that's that, you know, that little place where the screw is held in one position on the right, but on the left, nothing. So I don't really understand how this is supposed to work, but either way, we're gonna adjust this one too. We're gonna bring it down about 1/8 of an inch, tighten it up. Okay, so got this one done. Definitely feels tighter when latching it. You know, my thought is, after looking at this, the seals are not really looking in bad shape. They're just old, and maybe they just flattened out a little bit. So, you know, maybe pulling it down will help make a better seal. We will see. Hope for the best, but expecting the worst as usual. With this car, the leak will probably be worse now. Yeah, so just as I suspected and expected, just got the hose out, did a little light spray. Now it's leaking worse than ever. Go figure. Leaking all around. And I didn't even spray the hose on this side, I sprayed on the other side. This side leaking all around the seal, everywhere, as you can see, dripping. Nice. Just looking underneath, I mean, it's not coming in at this part. This is all still dry. It doesn't even get down into this valley. It's getting between the car and the seal and coming in that way. That's the only thing that makes sense. And pushing down on this part, or even this part, seems to be having no effect on how well it's sealing. So I did just give one more try. I brought the T Tops down like another 1/8 of an inch, made them even tighter. And I'm still getting the drips, especially on the passenger side. It's really bad. So I'm thinking at this point there's nothing else left to do than to get the seals. It's dripping back there as we speak, all over the place. Yeah, so I mean, there's like space a little bit here where water can get in. I'm just thinking the seals are shot. The glue is shot. Something's just not working. So the seals are kind of expensive, and I think it's kind of a big job. I did this once. Oh, about maybe 25 years ago. I don't really remember much except that, you know, it was a pain. It was a major pain doing the cleaning, pulling this stuff off all around, and cleaning the adhesive underneath. It's a real pain. Lots of scraping and cleaning, and it just doesn't want to come off easily. So I guess that's my future. So we did try to do this the low buck way, and a lot of times that way just doesn't work out. But you know, it's always good to try the least expensive or least invasive methods first. Been working on this on and off for a few months now, so like I said, I think that's it. We've exhausted all options here. If you have any other ideas, please comment and let me know. I'm going to end this video here. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like, and when I do get the new seals, I'll do a whole separate video on that process. See you next time.